You think the inside man on a $200 million vault job walks away rich? Wrong. Tonight, I'm the inside man, and I'm already dead. I just don't know it yet. Everyone believes the guy who unlocks the door gets paid first. That myth is about to die. By the end, you'll see why the inside man never makes it out. Movies sold you a lie. The inside man isn't the mastermind. He's the receipt. He's the name they leave behind, so the real crew vanishes into a different zip code. My name doesn't matter. What matters is my badge. Level 2, night shift, vault sub-basement. I service the locks. I know every blind spot in this building. 6 weeks ago, a man bought me coffee. Said he liked my work. Said he had a question worth $200,000. I said keep talking.
He didn't want the vault opened.
He wanted one door, a maintenance hatch, left unlocked for 90 seconds at 2:14 a.m. on a Tuesday. That's it. I laughed. 90 seconds for 200 grand. That's not a heist, that's a tip. That's exactly what they want you to think. Tips are how they bait the inside man. I should have asked one question. Who else is in the room? I didn't. I took half the money up front, in a duffel, in a parking garage downtown. The cash was real. The bills were sequenced. I checked. What I didn't check was whether those serial numbers were already flagged. Spoiler, they were. By design. Week 3. I started disabling the right cameras. Not all of them. Just the ones covering the hallway to that hatch. Looked like a routine firmware patch in my logs. Here's the twist I missed. Every patch I pushed went through a supervisor's account I'd cloned, meaning every fingerprint on the cover-up was mine, not theirs. Week 4, they fed me a face. Said he was the driver. Big guy, scar over the eyebrow, no last name. I memorized him. I'd never see him again. Because he wasn't the driver. He was a ghost. A photo lifted off some unrelated arrest. They wanted me to describe a man who doesn't exist when the FBI sat me down. Week 5. I got nervous and asked for a meeting. Coffee guy said relax. Said the crew was 4 men, in and out in 9 minutes, no shots fired, clean exit. He lied about the number. He lied about the time. He lied about the shots. He told the truth about one thing, the exit. There was an exit, just not for me. Night of the job, I clock in at 11. Smile at the front guard. Nick, 2 kids. Wife works nights at the hospital. He waves me through like always. Think about Nick a lot now. Because at 2:11 a.m., when the crew rolls up, Nick is the first body. They told me no shots. That was lie number 1. I'm in the server room, watching my fake patch run. The camera over Nick's desk goes black on schedule. My schedule. I made that darkness. I built that grave. At 2:13, I walk to the hatch. Hands shaking. I disengage the magnetic bolt. 90 seconds, just like we said. The hatch opens. 6 men come through. Not 4. 6. Not 4. Lie number 2. They're carrying breaching gear I don't recognize. Military stuff. Whoever planned this didn't pull it off a Reddit forum. This is funded. This is bigger. The leader nods at me. Doesn't speak. Slides a phone into my pocket as he passes. I don't look at it. I just stand there, frozen, doing exactly what I'm told. The phone vibrates twice. I assume it's a timer. It isn't. It's broadcasting my location to a server in another country, painting a target on my chest for later. They reach the vault in 2 minutes. The vault itself, that's not my job. I never had the codes. Someone above me does, and someone above them sold it cheaper than I did. Here's reason 1, I'm the fall guy. I'm the only person on tape that night. Everyone else came through the dark. I walked the lit hallway in uniform, calm as Sunday. Reason 2. My badge swiped the maintenance door at 2:13:47. There's a digital paper trail with my employee ID on it that no defense attorney on earth can erase. Reason 3 is worse. Remember the duffel of cash? They told me to deposit it in pieces. I deposited it in pieces. Structured deposits. A federal charge before the heist even starts. Reason 4. The supervisor account I cloned belongs to a woman about to retire with a clean record. She's the sympathetic victim. I'm the villain who framed her. Reason 5. Coffee guy was never a person. He was a role. The man who bought me coffee will fly home tonight, shave his beard, and become someone else by morning. Inside the vault, the crew works fast. Bearer bonds, uncut stones, hard drives that aren't on any inventory sheet. They aren't here for cash. Cash is what they paid me with. That's the part that haunts me. They paid the inside man in the loudest, dumbest currency on earth. Why? Because they wanted the cash to be found. On me. After, at 2:19, the lead breacher comes back through the hatch first. Doesn't look at me. The others follow in a tight line, duffels swollen, breathing slow. Trained. Calm. Wrong kind of calm. The last man through stops in front of me. Lifts his mask half an inch. It's the ghost. Scar, eyebrow, no last name. The man who doesn't exist. He smiles. He says one word. Sorry. Then he's gone through the hatch. I hear the van outside. I hear it pull away. I don't hear sirens yet. Sirens take 11 more minutes. 11 minutes is the window. 11 minutes to clean my logs. 11 minutes to grab the duffel from my locker and run. 11 minutes to become a different person. I freeze instead, because freezing is what Coffee Guy trained me to do. Every meeting, he praised my composure. Every meeting, he said, good employees don't run. He was building a statue. The statue was me. At 2:25, the night manager finds Nick. The alarm hits central dispatch. I'm still standing in the server room, watching my own face on the camera feed I forgot to kill. Line number 3 lands at 2:31. Federal agents arrive in under 6 minutes. 6 minutes? That's not a response time, that's a stakeout. They knew. They were already outside the building, which means someone tipped them. Which means Coffee Guy didn't just sell me out to the crew, he sold the crew out too. To the feds, and kept the bonds for himself. It's a triple cross. He gets paid by the crew to plan it. Gets paid by the feds to expose it. Gets paid by the buyers for the bonds. 3 paydays. 1 scapegoat. Me. At 2:34, the agent in charge walks straight to the server room. She doesn't ask questions. She already has answers. She slides a printout across the desk. My structured deposits, highlighted in yellow. She asks if I want to call a lawyer. I say yes. She says, good idea. Then she lists every fact about my life, my mother's address, my dog's name, my rent. That's the moment I understand. I was never the inside man. I was the inside boy. They watched me for a year before Coffee Guy walked in. They knew I'd say yes. Reason 6, I'm the fall guy. I'm 40,000 in debt. Mom needs surgery. My sister's tuition is overdue. 200 grand fixed everything. They didn't recruit me. They engineered me. Here's where it gets crazy. Halfway to the federal building, the agent asks if I know the name on the supervisor account. I say yes. She says she doesn't. So name her. And I do. I say the name out loud, on camera, in the back of a federal SUV. That name is now in the record. The woman retiring with a clean career. Clean, no more. She'll be acquitted eventually. But her name is already in 3 newspapers by sunrise. Her grandkids will Google her. The damage isn't legal. The damage is everyone remembers her face next to mine. That's what an inside man really does. He doesn't just unlock a door. He becomes a smoke grenade. He fills the room with names so the real thieves walk out the back. At the federal building, they let me sit alone for an hour. No lawyer yet. Just me, a vending machine, and a chair bolted to the floor. The vending machine has no power. Notice that. The vending machine has no power. The room has 1 bulb. Someone unplugged the room. Which means, whatever happens next, no microphone is going to catch it. That's intentional. A man in a grey suit walks in. Not a Fed, not a cop, no badge. He sits across from me and asks one question. Do you want to die in prison? I say no. He says good. He says there's a version of tonight where I disappear into a small town with a new name and a small bank account. He says it costs a story. The story is simple. I name 3 more people. None of them did it. All of them have careers that need ending. I sign a statement. I never see my mother again, and there it is. The real offer. The inside man isn't just the fool guy for the heist. He's the inventory of names the long con burns through after the bonds are sold. Reason 7. I'm the fool guy. My silence is too cheap. My voice is the asset. They don't want me quiet. They want me loud, wrong, and on record under oath. I think about Nick. I think about his kids. I think about my mother in her kitchen, watching the news, watching her son's face in the corner of the screen. I say no. The man in the grey suit smiles like he expected that answer. He stands. He says we'll talk again in 48 hours. Then he turns the light off on his way out. In the dark, I finally check the phone they slipped into my pocket. It's a burner. One message. It says the duffel in your locker is empty. We took it back. Survive. Survive. One word. Maybe a threat. Maybe a lifeline. Maybe Coffee Guy is the man in the grey suit. Maybe he's the one in the next room. Maybe he's already on a plane. 48 hours later, I sign nothing. I give them Coffee Guy's voice from a wire I forgot I was wearing. A wire I taped to my own chest the day I got nervous. The wire is the only honest thing I did in 6 weeks. It catches him on tape, laughing about how easy it was to find me. Laughing about my mother. Laughing about Nick. Coffee Guy gets arrested in Miami 8 days later. 200 million in bonds turn up in a New Jersey warehouse. The feds parade him on camera. The world cheers. I plead out. Payoff. The myth said the inside man walks away rich. The truth, the inside man walks away alive only if he's smarter than the people who built him. Most aren't. I barely was. I do 11 years. I get out at 39. My mother is still alive. My sister finished school. The supervisor whose name I burned writes me one letter. She forgives me. I keep it folded. Here's the lesson nobody tells you about heists. The vault isn't the prize. You are. The vault gets opened in 9 minutes. The inside man gets opened over 20 years. Slowly. By everyone. Next time a stranger offers you 200 grand for 90 seconds of your time, ask the question I didn't. Who else is in the room? And run before he answers. If this story rewired how you see every heist movie you've ever watched, subscribe. The next one is darker. The next one is true. And the next one might be about you.